Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. You know, I gotta give credit to B&B for pretty much having the same conversation, using different words, different phrases, and meaning the same thing for about 15 minutes. What they generally wound up doing for the first 15 minutes is that they sat there and they talked about Carter's plan. And bottom line, they ain't with it, okay? They feel that it is too much risk, cost-wise, dealing with investors, losing control, losing their identity. And Eric ain't with it. Rich ain't with it. He feel like it's too much of a drastic change. And Steffi wasn't ready from a while. So they do that for the first 15 minutes. I'm um I'm pretty impressed that this show lasted as long as it did. If they were doing this the entire time, then it's just FYI, in case people forgot, they got 1 year. They got a 1 year renewal. So if this is their version of bringing their A game, yeah, I think we're gonna have 4 soap operas left, and that's the Gates coming out, and this not being it. You see where I'm going with this? After that, they were talking about Carter and just his erratic behavior. And in 1 minute, he was ready to shut down the line. He was totally in agreement with Steffi. And next minute, he is Team Hope. It's like, where's this change come from? His hormones. That's pretty much where they came from. Talk about Hope's line. And bottom line, Eric, even Ridge is like, yo, listen, numbers aren't improving. We're cutting that line. Doesn't matter what Carter said. We are cutting it. Point blank, period. I'm like, good, good. Listen, I mean, I like Hope, but I mean, if her line is doing good, it shouldn't really matter if you like Hope, if I like Hope or not. Same thing with Steffi. Steffi's like, listen, I don't trust her, and she even sat there and said, I think that she is manipulating him. They're friends, right? It means that she has an ally. And when she comes in that room, see all 4 of them talking, and it's like, oh, what are y'all talking about? Oh no, it was just work. Oh, okay. Well, if it was work, then what was it about? Now, these 2 bobbleheads, Hope and Carter, did not bother to lock the door. So Brooke comes in, and Brooke's like, what is going on? She's all flabbergasted, and she's just like, what is going on? And she asks that about, I don't know, let's sit there and say 12 times. And then she's like, what about Katie? I could have swore that Katie actually also said that me and Carter are not a thing anymore. I could have swore she said that. You know how many times that Brooke asks, well, what about Katie? More than once, and that's way more than it should be. I don't understand. She literally sat there and said, "What about Katie?" Yeah, oh, it didn't work out. And second time, well, we're just friends. That's it. Weren't you at that meeting? Oh, also, yeah, she did. Because when Katie was doing her whole flip flopping back and forth, and Brooke was like, "Well, what about Carter?" And she was like, yeah, we're just friends, it just didn't work out. It's like, did she forget that fast? So after asking that question more than once, she pretty much was like, well, I have concerns, and you're going to hear them. That's translation for, I have a lecture to give you, and you're going to hear it. Brooke, I know your heart's in the right direction, your heart's in the right place, but, do you really think you should be giving advice or giving a lecture, giving your history? You think that's really appropriate? Because I don't. I don't think that's appropriate at all. But she proceeds to do it anyway because, well, she's Brooke Logan. Um, and she also does sit there and talk about, hey, listen, he's higher up in the company, and I don't know. I don't know. Long story short, she says she's not going to say anything. Um, she is glad that he does have an ally because, oh my god, my poor daughter is under attack. No, she's not under attack. She's just not doing her job, and her line is suffering because of it. You also want to keep it a secret for a while, um, just to sit there and see where things are going, not having anyone chime in and give them their 2 cents, because for some odd reason that's going to wind up happening. But I'll tell you this much though, Stephanie is going to sit there and look at that and be like, okay, so this is the reason why you was there trying to give such a bump to the host line. Yeah, we can't take what you say seriously at this point because, you know, you're objectively biased. That's what it really comes down to. That's why she doesn't want people to know. Not because, oh, I want to keep it on the DL and everything like that. No, it's simply about that. So when when Stephanie came to that room, she was like, I want to know what's going on. She already has an idea that Hope is somehow influencing him. And this is the reason why he went from numbers to looking at this with a different body part in mind. Now, I feel like that's pretty much about it. Can't think of anything else. But if I missed anything, you know what to do. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We will sit there and talk about all the shows, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and the Beautiful, and Young and Restless. And I gotta sit there and tell you, I got some thoughts about Bold and the Beautiful. I got some thoughts about all of them, really, but especially, Young and Restless. My bad, Young and Restless. I got some thoughts and theories about that. I don't know what they're doing with Sheila at this point. I don't really understand why she's on the show. Hell, I don't really know why Donna's on the show, but besides my personal preference, I don't really see a point. But like, maybe it's a good time for Sheila to sit there and visit General City. Be there for her granddaughter. Have an actual purpose. I don't know. But don't mind me. You could probably turn off the video at this point. I just need to make it to 8 minutes. All right. Hopefully, write some comments. Write in the comments anything that I missed, anything that you thought of this episode, or come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and we'll talk about all four soaps. All right.